Hey guys, it's Thefrxion 2, and today I've got a gameplay for you guys on Sand River, and it's in my T-32. This is one of those tanks. It's a Tier 8 heavy tank on the American branch. It's one of those tanks that is, in my opinion, underrated. A lot of people don't like it because it's not a big improvement over the T-29, which was a huge improvement over the M6. And anybody who has driven a M6 and the T29 knows what I'm talking about, because the T29 was just an incredible improvement in all aspects, and the T32 isn't really. But I beg to differ in some aspects, like the turret armor, and the armor in general is a lot better. But still, the gun is the exact same as the top gun on the T29. But that's enough tank facts and all that stuff. I'm not really here to talk about all those stats and things like that. Today, this is more of a rant video, I can already warn you guys. This was a game that I got, or that I played as not that long ago, during like when I returned to Moscow, and it was pretty much just, I don't like to go after XVM, because, statistics aren't everything, and they're not always correct. But today I've realized that some things are just really bad in this game, and one of those things are players that just play very, very, very stupidly. For example, the majority of this team, you can see that we have some heavy tanks going down south, the K line, and there's the ST1, the highest tier tank in this game, and pretty much the best armored tank, the best, yeah, it has the best gun, the best armor, and it's able to take on anything. Now, here I'm lagging a little bit, that's why I got stuck on that part, so I'm gonna skip it a little bit. And now, if you are sitting in a top tier, I at least expect you to know how to play that tank. But the problem here is that a lot of people don't know how to play their tanks, or they're either bots and they don't even, they're just functioning because a computer is playing them. Now, bots in this game, everybody knows that there are bots in World of Tanks, and I think over the years it has gotten worse. Now, there's almost an epidemic of bots, in my opinion, because there's so many people that play very, very bad, or either are just not doing anything and just sitting somewhere. And wargaming has, in my opinion, done absolutely nothing against bots, like in the recent history. Now, there have been so many patches. World of Tanks has improved so much in graphics. They have added more tanks, more game elements and stuff like that. But they have never fixed some problems in this game that have been in here since the launch, or at least since World of Tanks has gotten very, very popular on the world, or in the world everywhere. Is it competitively, or is it just random, just from time to time fun? It's a free-to-play game. It of course has problems and some difficulties. Like, for example, is it free-to-play, or is it more a pay-to-win game? Now, those are all questions and things that are really hard, or things that are really hard to fix. Of course, wargaming is trying to make a profit out of World of Tanks, since they are a business, and they have released this game so they make money. And they have gotten stupidly rich, of course, and it's their good right to get money, because they developed this game, it's their game, and we play it and we pay for some things. Nobody's asking us to pay for anything, at least. And now those are all things that cannot be changed. Now the other thing though is that bots in this game Wargaming, they always say that they are trying to do something against bots and botting, and you can report them. But I've not actively seen any bots get taken off of World of Tanks, or accounts getting banned, all that stuff. Now, I have the feeling that the system with reporting and stuff doesn't really work, because it does get abused from time to time. Like people with who say you're a cheater and all that kind of stuff. Those things are abused reporting mechanisms. But still, this problem persists with the bots. The bots are still in the game, and the problem is that we, the players, take the brunt, because these bots, they ruin our experience. And I think that World of Tanks has to be a lot more strict about those things, and they have to check it a lot more, and be a lot more active in these areas. Now, bots have been a problem since the beginning, and they will be a problem for a lot longer if Wargaming does absolutely nothing against it. Now, against stupidity of players, you can do nothing. I mean, it's everybody's own decision to listen to advice or not, or you know, to play to play a little bit more for the team instead of playing for themselves. That is something Wargaming cannot change. But they can change some things that would really take out the frustration of World of Tanks, and that would be, I'm gonna stop it real fast because you will see something that has bugged a lot of people forever since this game has been released. Okay, excuse me for fast. And I'll have to cut that out. Now, you will see what I mean in a second. Fuck's sake. And that is artillery. Now, the Batchat 155 is the tier 9 French artillery piece, and it's an autoloader. Now, as you can see, this guy hit me from somewhere in the ass of the world, directly on the backside of my tank, doing 1,300 damage and setting me on fire. And I was on the move. Now, this is one of the things that has been bugging me forever. I'm not an arty hater, and I think artillery is a part of this game, and it is really hard to take them out. I would love to take them out, seriously, because I don't really see the sense of arty. I know that they're important, so that not a lot of camping is going on, but otherwise there is just so much bullshit on the one side that I think I would rather take the bullshit on the other side that is a lot less, in my opinion, than the bullshit with artillery. And this here is this direct hit doing 1,300 damage, taking almost all of my HP with one shot, where I cannot even retaliate. Now, in my opinion, they have to do something against this accuracy of artillery. They have patched it. This has been a constant problem of this game forever, and it has still not been resolved after 4 years of this game on the market. Artillery is still too accurate even after the patch, and they're still hitting shots that are incredibly hard. I think that artillery players should have to, maybe they should have to pay a lot more credits to play the tanks, like it's gonna be a lot more expensive to be good with artillery, or some of that stuff. But you know, artillery is just, it's a vicious circle. Like if you make them more expensive, the people just buy more credits in the end, making Wargaming earn a lot more money. And I'm not sure how they can tackle this problem, but they have to, because this is no fun for the standard player right here. I could have easily taken out this WZ111 if I still had all my HP, but artillery just wrecked me with that one shot. And yeah, I think that really wargaming has to work on the problems that are in the game at the moment, and they should not be working on new features, or at least work on both things instead of just one, because it is really frustrating playing World of Tanks from time to time, and that's just one of those things. So we will move on to the after game stats, and you will see what I mean when you see the stats with the bots and all that kind of stuff, which I'm talking about. And you can see the poor guy is getting taken out by artillery too. So yeah, see you guys there. Okay guys, this is serious. This is a big problem with World of Tanks. Now you saw that I did 1,700 damage. I was not playing that well anyhow, and I still ended up doing the most damage in my team. Now this can't go on like this. World of Tanks is just, it's overflowing with bots on the one side, and on the other side it's just overflowing with little kids or people who don't really know how to play, and they end up in those big tiers that are really important, like the ST1 for example. He was running the alpha tier, the highest tier, and he did 776 damage with that tank, and he got 2 shots in until he died, and he was pretty much killed. Then you can see the VK did 0 damage too, and I mean, if you are the best tank in the game and you have like every advantage over every other tank in this game, or in the game you're playing right now, I think you should be able to do at least a little bit more, or the highest amount of damage. Maybe you get unlucky, you end up in an ambush. Okay, you don't do the most damage, but you at least know how to play your tank a little bit, or know the limits of your tank. And this is just what's really annoying me at the moment. Also, you just saw, like, in the end, I still had full HP, and all my HP just drained out of me with one shot from artillery. And this is one of the other problems. Artillery is still too accurate, and in my opinion, it's the biggest problem. If you're a non-arty player, you just lose your appetite for playing World of Tanks, because artillery is just ruining your day with that one shot. You could look at it again in the replay. I mean, that one shot, it just wrecked my entire tank, and I was done for. Now, this is one of the things. World of Tanks is just not that much fun anymore, and these problems have been around the World of Tanks forever. Wargaming has done absolutely nothing against. They have made that patch with artillery, but artillery is still too powerful. You're still hitting shots that are just annoying. This, in my opinion, this is one of those tanks that should not be implemented in the game. Final, and that's it. Nobody should play artillery. Nobody has the advantage. Of course, the camping would be worse, but still, I mean, it's incredible what arty players can do. Even what I've witnessed, like in TDemo with arty, you can still, if you're lucky, take out another tank, which is just incredible. If you look at it, that's one of the reasons why so many people are playing artillery, because it's so easy to play. And that's just what bugs me out about this game, and one of the reasons why I don't like to play it a lot anymore, because there are just so many problems that never get fixed. Like, for example, the bots and artillery. So yeah, this was more of a rant video now. I hope you excuse me, but I think it had to be said. So I will still upload another video in 1 or 2 days, which will not be about rants or any kind of this type, and it's gonna be regular gameplay with some tips maybe, and I hope that they at least do something against artillery and all those bots and games, because it has become the big problem for World of Tanks. So I guess I'll see you guys later.